A Brexiteer has shamed Remainers for refusing to see the EU's faults even as the UK marches ahead with its vaccine rollout. Britain has soared ahead of Brussels with its vaccination program by signing a contract with AstraZeneca 3 months before the bloc stopped dithering over a decision. But this has sparked fury as the EU demanded doses be sent from British plants to make up for a European shortfall this week. The UK was able to accelerate its vaccine contract due to Brexit. Boris Johnson did not need to wait for a bloc-wide agreement before quickly signing up to millions of doses. Commentator and Brexiteer Darren Grimes has now criticized Remainers for refusing to accept Brussels as out of step. He wrote on Twitter, "Were Brussels steaming ahead of Brexit Britain, placing their vaccine orders in ahead of us, Remainers would squeal of the act of egregious self-harm we have inflicted upon our nation." Of course, in reality, the opposite is true, so the cry that comes is, "It's not a competition." His comments were backed by a number of social media users. One wrote on Twitter, "If it were the reverse there would be countless Remainers demanding that everyone who voted Brexit be at the back of the queue for the vax. Will Remainers offer their vax to an EU country when it's their turn?" Another claimed, "The EU were the same with PPE procurement. Screwed up so catastrophically, states needed to steal others' product." And a third person wrote, "I do agree that the EU are trying to put the squeeze on as to in effect not honor its earlier contract with the UK. But the vaccination program has to be a global effort and falling out with our neighbors on this is not good." One of those accused of siding with the EU includes Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, who suggested she may publish details of coronavirus vaccine supplies arriving in the country as early as next week. She told the Scottish Parliament, "I think we'll just go back to publishing the actual supply figures from next week, so that we'll have transparency around that." Douglas Ross, the Scottish Tory leader, said this would be deeply irresponsible.